Bro, you said okay. So there was a lady missing at Walmart. You said.
No, this young lady had got kidnapped at Walmart. Young lady bought. Then they found her
Oh,
somewhere out.
let me look it up.
I think was
This
it.
is out in Nevada.
Yeah, somewhere out in Nevada. You know.
Naomi something.
Was she dead?
Yeah, she got
Yeah.
kidnapped. Yeah, she was
I
raped,
mean,
kidnapped.
Not to be
I don't
funny,
know.
but
Sometimes people are found alive.
sis,
I don't know about this
if they
story
don't find your
right
ass within 48 hours, you might well cancel Christmas.
I didn't even know about the story. I didn't know she was missing. I didn't know how. I mean, but I'm looking at the story right now. It says
Yeah,
Troy
yeah.
driver charged with murder of abducted Nevada teen Naomi Iron. How do you say her
Mhm.
last name? Iron.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, a man accused of kidnapping 18-year-old Naomi from Nevada Walmart was charged Friday with murder. He was charged with open murder 2 days after her body was found in a makeshift grave in a remote area, Churchill County. Open murder includes first degree murder and all related offenses in the state, burglary and destruction of evidence.
Mhm.
Wow, I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, he did all that, and then you know, it's what's so crazy about all this garbage is that I know Sislo, she came on the other night, and I mean I had missed it just that quick, but she had sent me the link of the YouTube of that clown up there that in Detroit where he won't tell them about where his cousin is.
Oh yeah, he was just sentenced and he only got like 26 months to four
I was
years,
I was livid, man, when
something like that.
I had to
Yeah.
cut that damn video off. Like for real, I
It,
literally went and
the
got me a
whole
six pack.
video, the whole video is like almost 30 minutes long. And her mother, the oh my god, I was just
Yeah,
crying,
that shit gut
crying,
wrenching, man.
crying.
Like, dude, I was really ready to shoot somebody. Goddamn me, like really, like pistol ready and every damn thing. Like that's some bullshit.
And
Like
he
how you do
still
your
won't say what happened. All he keeps saying is, and y'all know who we talking about, right? That black girl whose
up in
boy
Detroit?
cousin had dumped her body. Well, he claims he dumped her in a dumpster.
Yeah,
Um,
they can't.
Claims that they were smoking weed, and then she just out of the blue died, and so he dumped her in
Nah,
a dumpster.
he
Um,
killed that girl.
he
His
still
own
won't
flesh
tell.
and
He
blood.
still won't tell. But did you see what the judge was saying? The judge was like, because the dude kept saying, "I didn't know what to do. I was scared. I was scared." They like, "This is your favorite cousin. She got you saved in her phone as Favo because y'all favorite cousins, and you just discard her body in a dumpster because you were scared because you didn't know."
Ain't that
Like
much
he's
scared in
lying.
the world.
He did something to that girl, and that's like how you dump your favorite cousin in a dumpster. Y'all smoking weed, and she just died. Why y'all
He
smoking weed?
violated. He violated his own
I believe
cousin.
he did. I believe he because there was text messages. Remember they found text messages in her phone from
Like
him
I
that were
said,
kind of borderline, like, that's your cousin, fool. What you doing? Yeah, friend, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. And I feel so bad because her
even
mother, when she was giving her victim statement after the dude gave his victim statement, I mean, after he gave his last statement, she was just so torn. I was so like, man, it's the
yeah,
same
shit gut
way,
wrenching, man.
man. I'm telling you, some people are not that strong to be able to just let the law handle it. These is one of those situations where if somebody did something to that dude, it's like, I understand.
Yeah, it ain't no whether he in jail or not. Fuck that. I'll go broke. He have a price on his head. Somebody will take that in their conversation, like, oh well, shit, I got life, 2 life sentences anyway. Shit, I'm about to eat good the rest of my life. Yeah, I got him off with his head.
Mhm.
That because that's just the way it would be. There's nowhere in the world that dude that you can sit around. You can't. Nobody or no individual can convince me that that's just some normal activity wired up in the brain. Where like, what the fuck are you thinking to want to literally harm or take the life of your own family? Like, I mean, especially the people. I mean, like, really, like you supposed to protect especially the males of the family. You supposed to take the females at all costs, no matter what. I mean, but you trying to take advantage. Come on, man, you sick. So you deserve to have your ass whooped, chopped up, all that shit. Then bring him down here. We throw his
Either
ass in
gave
the
her
back.
something or he did something like physically to her. It's one
Like
of
I
the
said, throw that nigga ass in the bayou.
Yeah, but for those of y'all who don't know what we talking about, it's the lady, young lady Zion Foster, 17 years old. She was dumped in a dumpster by her cousin, Jaylin Brazier. They were kicking it one evening, and he said they were smoking weed, and he said that's the reason. That's the reason why he didn't call the police. He was like, "I'm smoking weed, and what could I explain? Like, you smoking weed, you ain't smoking crack, you ain't smoking meth." You ain't smoking, I mean, wet. You ain't smoking all these other different. You was smoking weed and you was scared to call the cops.
I done seen folks call the police because they done lost their weed, talking about somebody and robbed them for their damn weed.
It's bullshit. Like, he deserves everything coming for him. And when he do them little 24 months or 36 months, boy, may God have mercy on his soul. Girl,
Exactly.
he got like 23 months to 4 years. And the reason why was because there's nobody and there's no proof that he killed her.
So what are they convicted?
They convicted him of because he lied.
Yeah.
He discarded a body. You know what's that called when you
obstruction of a dead corpse?
Right, obstruction of a dead corpse, and then also like hiding a body from the law. That other one.
Yeah, I know.
On top of that, he lied to the cops. He lied to the cops when her mother and everybody kept telling the cops that he was with her because she told her mother where she was going. I'm going over my cousin's house, and that is her favorite cousin. So her mom had no reason to say you can't go over there. You know,
that was her cousin.
Yeah, they cousins, but they cousins by marriage.
Don't matter. It's still your family.
It don't matter.
Never mind with me.
But that's why we think that he might have
assaulted her
because you ain't really blood. But see, the thing is, he also lied to the cops because when he kept telling the cops, she didn't come over here. I ain't seen her in months. I don't know where she went that night, but it wasn't my house. But then the cops, they caught him on camera. They caught him on camera disposing her purse. And he was driving around his own job several times in the parking lot. And then when he stopped, finally, he disposed of her purse, which was in the back seat, which was in his trunk. He took her purse out his trunk, and put it in a dumpster at his job. And then, before they arrested him, his phone pinged far away, like in some brush area, outside of their like city or what, and then there happened to be a brush fire at the same time his phone pinged in that area. So of course a lot of people thinking he burned her, he set her on fire, he did something, but they just don't have no proof.
If he burned her, they would have still had some of her remains. I mean, because you can with a brush fire. You cannot get rid of every single thing.
Right. And then the thing is, he could have possibly not killed her in a brush fire. He could
have burned some other evidence.
Right. And buried her somewhere else. But see, the thing is, the mother really believes him that he did dump the body in a dumpster. The thing is, though, they didn't find out till much later, and her body is somewhere like 75 feet deep.
75 feet deep.
Yeah, in the where they dump trash.
Yeah, in the dumpster. Yeah.
Well, not in a dumpster, but where they dump trash, in the trash fields. Yeah, the landfill. They said by now she's probably 75 feet deep.
Yeah.
So
real.
She's methane.
Right, Juice. Minimum.
She's methane.
And all he got was 23 months to 4 years.
Well, answer this for me. She was black?
Yes, they both were. Mm-hmm.
Well, that says it all.
Mm-hmm. But see, here's the thing. When they find out what he did in there, is he going to make it out?
That's what I don't know. Because did y'all hear about the story the other day? Some guy had killed like a 3 or 4 year old baby boy, and like a whole bunch of inmates just attacked him and killed him. Like,
damn right.
They let him have it.
Damn right.
So if you don't get the punishment on the outside that people see you fit,
right?
You killing a doggone 3-year-old child for?
Will you say, Juice?
I said, what? I mean, for what's the purpose of what is it that's bad that you got that a 3-year-old had to die, just like the 12-year-old up in New York earlier? You
Well,
know,
that's
Right.
from the
just like
crossfire.
that dude who just got arrested. He was molesting, well, more than that. He was assaulting this boy from the age of 6 till he was
See,
like 12 or 14 or something.
see,
And he couldn't, he had a, what do they call that when they groomed him? He was groomed. So of course, the boy only 6. He really didn't know what was going on. He didn't know it was wrong. By the time he got old enough to realize this should be going on, he didn't even tell his mother. His mother just all of a sudden just started noticing things about him, like him always being quiet, being off to himself, depressed, things like that. And she just had a feeling that that guy had done something to him. It was like a family member or something like that. And so she asked him, she just straight up asked him, has that man done something to you? And that's when he just broke down and cried and told her everything since he was 6 years old. And so they put that monster in jail. He is locked up right now. And this just happened, like literally just happened. So like he might go up in there in that jail, they might tear him a whole new you know what.
he
But
wasn't waiting trial.
Well, that's just what happened to Gabriel Hernandez. Remember,
yep,
little
yep,
Gabriel.
yep. And that was
And after that Netflix documentary came out, oh my gosh, that mama, she
yeah,
suffered in prison. They was slicing her up with tuna cans, sardine cans,
yeah,
beating her behind down. When they found that out, what happened on Netflix? Cause see, they probably didn't know what happened.
right.
They probably had an idea, but I think that thing happened on headline news, so I don't know how people didn't know it. But once it hit Netflix and they had that documentary, they sliced
Yeah,
her
because
up with the tuna can.
sometimes on the news they don't tell everything. They don't tell
Yeah.
everything. So that could have been the case. And when them ladies was in jail and heard what all had happened to, man, I can't imagine nobody thumping my child on the forehead. I was just one of those mamas who my kids was like, don't even tell mama.
You
Cause
can't even talk
she
to my child
coming.
that
Like
way.
she
Okay?
coming. My
Because
boys
I
be like,
wouldn't
we
even
trying to
know why you
protect
talk to
you.
him like that. What he did, what he did for be necessary for you to talk to my child like that. Because these days, back in the days, we used to get beat at such and such house, and then come back home and get beat again. It ain't like that
Yeah.
again. It ain't like that no more.
So ain't.
If somebody is beating or touching or looking at your child funny, you already formulating different ideas in your head. So listen.
But see, I was real protective of mine, like real protective. They could tell you I was real protective, and they know, like they be like, if somebody do something to them, they be like, okay, if it ain't real bad, like they trying to protect somebody from me. Like I'll be like, y'all better tell me somebody mess with y'all because they know I'm coming, and the whole family coming, the cousins, the uncles. We don't play. We don't play when it comes to kids in our family. So sometimes my
Nope.
sons be like, Mom, I didn't tell you because it wasn't no big of a deal. I'm like, no, fuck that. Where they at? Let's go. But yeah.
I don't play with mine.
That's why I'm glad they grown because boy, that I love kids. I love that experience of raising kids, but it can be very, very like just worrying about your kids and always like when they out of your sight, just worrying about if somebody's gonna touch them, if somebody's gonna harm them, if they gonna make it home safe, not just from just people and strangers, but from the police, from their own family members. Like people do some crazy sick shit to kids. So once they got older, I was like, oh, thank you, Lord, we made it through. But now I got a grandson and I'm going through it all over again. I be calling my son, don't you let nothing happen to my son. My baby could be on the couch. Yes, I call him my baby. My baby be on the couch and then he'd be sitting there by himself. And my son could have me on camera. Why ain't nobody sitting next to him? Why me? He might fall off the couch. Don't let nothing happen to my baby because I will. You know what? He like, Mom, I know you will fuck me up. Mom, I already know. Sure, I'm like real protective over mine.
Sure, my oldest daughter is 24. That's still my baby.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. My youngest one just turned 21. He's in the next room here, but he's the last one at home, still in college. I only got two boys. The other one, he left like 2 years ago, moved out with his girlfriend. He's doing well, just had my first grandson, but Yep, only had two boys. Two boys. But love them to death. But I was like, ooh, I was that crazy mama. Like, don't y'all mess with my kids. Shit.
And
We
the
got
women are
baby
just as
kids.
crazy as the men.
We
The
got
women
baby
are just as
kids.
crazy as the man is.
Yes, absolutely. Shoot.
You know
But
what?
Fran said they could take cadaver dolls out there. Yeah, they could. I don't know. Oh, Fran was in Michigan. It's in Michigan. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop the link for y'all because some people who don't know about the story. So I'm gonna drop the link in the chat to the court. It was a trial date, the sentencing trial date the other day. So during the trial date, during that trial, you get to hear the judge, what he had to say. You get to hear what the cousin who allegedly killed her, and then the mother's victim statement. And I'm telling you, y'all better grab a whole box of Kleenex because that mother just told me down. I was watching that shit while I was trying to work. And I was like, oh, snot, tears. I was just so mad. Like, bro, like you said, you were so angry. Like, you just wanted to go and do something to that boy. And he ain't got nothing to do with you. Or, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I felt like, oh, God, he needs to be punished way more than that.
Extremely.
And then he keep talking about, I don't know why. I didn't know why she was not breathing. So that's why I was scared. They might think I did something. You did something. Let somebody pass out in front of me. I don't care what the hell we doing. I'm calling the cops. Shoot, like I don't know. I don't remember how to do CPR. 911. Shoot, it is what it is. When they get there, it is what it is. Whatever we doing before we got there, it is what it is.
Don't learn today.
But yep. So I'm.
Yeah, it's a sad scenario. Shit, in fact, just had the episode of the damn week down here. So I don't know, y'all just be careful, especially with y'all with these high tech iPhones and Samsungs and AirPods and AirPods and eyeball pods and all kind of pods going on. Be careful,
eyeball pods.
Because folks out here geo tagging and locating. Cause I don't know where he at, but shit, he know what time it is. Cause
you talking about those Apple tags?
Yeah, he tried to use some clown had texted my daughter earlier this week about 1 something in the morning, and what his dumb ass did, where he fucked up as that you fucked up when you talking about you've been watching my child for months, and then you mention my address in your joint.
I know that, bro. Like, you know, live on Facebook about that the other day.
Yeah, that's what I came on for. I'm not playing. Well, you know me. I know me a little technology thing or two. I ain't gonna incriminate myself, but yeah, I returned and sent an anonymous message and left a couple of voicemails on there. Don't play with me, and I don't deal with police, bro, because I know from one you already close around. You're not no stranger around, so I'm about to find out who you is. I ain't heard shit else from him.
Well, wait a minute. Look up Apple tags, because what they do, all right, they originally made them so you can stick them on your devices. Like if you lose your phone or your keys or whatever, you stick that on your phone, your keys, your whatever, and you can locate it. But people have been using those to track people.
Yeah. I saw that. And I saw that for the first time probably a week and a half ago. And matter of fact, I think it was like a star, like a celebrity. I had seen that on there. They had put something on there. I can't remember what they put it on, but they
understand down here in Texas, we ain't got no firearm registry. We tell your ass up, you come around here without, because that's a threat. For one, you mentioned you're a stranger. You just blurt and you put in and you text and then turn around and put my address up in there and then say you've been watching me for months. Yeah, I'm gonna drop your ass on sight.
Oh Lord.
The minute I even see you anywhere near my front door, I'm gonna heat you up because you're a threat. For one,
that's just like that dad. Remember the girl? Remember the Twitter? What is she? A Twitter?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because she just
had TikTok girl. She was being stalked, and the dude showed up at her house, and her dad is an ex police or something like that, and put a bullet through his ass and put him out for eternity. I'm like.
And then somebody else, then she ended up getting threatened again.
Yep, I saw that. Somebody is threatening her now, and now the police ain't even taking it seriously this time. But see, the first time when it happened, the dude showed up to her house, and her dad had to kill the man. So now they don't want to take her seriously.
Okay,
Instead, they're thinking, well, if you're having all these issues, maybe you shouldn't be online. No, that's just like us YouTubers. If we, how many of us YouTubers have been stopped? Like, not me, but a lot of YouTubers get stopped. That don't mean you should stop doing YouTube and stop making money and being creative and stuff like that. Just because somebody's out there crazy and lost their damn mind, like,
everybody crazy.
It's not right. And Fran said, leave him stinking. Yep. Leave him somewhere stinking.
Oh yeah, no, he ain't now. I ain't gonna leave him nowhere stinking. I ain't gonna let you find him.
Oh, okay.
Shit, the hell with all that. Some people don't need to be found. You know, there's certain things. Yeah, there's just real talk. There's just some people don't need to be found. Take your time. Something. Yeah, that's right.
To the pigs.
Yep. And so that's probably how that girl's mother feel right now, Zion.
We got plenty of feral hogs down here in Texas. A whole swarm of colonies of them, and they love nigga meat.
Bruh, they love all kind of meat. You get no kind of evidence from that. No kind of evidence coming up out of that.
Feral hogs and they free. They yeah. You can get all you gotta do is just go where they hang out at.
They wild roaming like warthog, like like just any other little stray. Yeah.
Y'all down there in the south and stuff. There's so many farms and areas down there to just
gonna learn today.
Just We
got bayou. Like I said, you want to bayou brunch? Shit, Houston got 7 bayous alone.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they call bayou.
Every time I think of bayou, I always think of like New Orleans or Florida. Or I don't know.
Bayous is the Gulf Coast. Bayous is in the H all over. Yeah,
right. Yeah,
that's Louisiana. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, Louisiana.
Southern Mississippi.
Yeah, Mississippi, right? Mississippi, but I never think Houston. I don't know why. I mean, not Houston, but Texas. Period.
Yeah, it's the Gulf Coast.
All the name. Yes. Hey, what's up, Mo? What's up, Maurice? He said, "Damn, I'm late. Hey, Tanya and hoodies. What up?"
Yeah. There's a whole lot of stuff going on, girl.
Hogs and gators, yes, Fran. Hogs and gators. You right.
Hogs and gators, doggone right.
No evidence.
See you later, alligator.
Not a now, another.
Not a now, another.
I mean, a stitch, a stank, or nothing.
Yeah,
them
Mo,
board pits beautiful.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said them board pits are beautiful, ain't they?